Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. It is 9:36 and I just woke up. Oh, but first things first, Tiki Talk. You know, this is purely for entertainment purposes only. All things stated here, science fiction. Just new boot goofing around. It's chilly here. Let's go. Guys, you need to hear this one. Yesterday, I spoke at Jesus Fest in Silverton, Idaho. And for the past 2.5 weeks, every time I try to sit down and know what I was going to talk about, boom. No joke. Like, knock pins out of my hand, Bibles flipping up out of my hands, spiritual attack next level. It was tangible, it was physical, you could see it. If you were lucky enough to be front and center with Auntie, you got to see it like my niece, my husband, for themselves. And I'm here to tell you, you do not wrestle with flesh and blood, but powers and principalities. Oh, I took that to the streets, yo. People can physically see me being wrestled by the spirit realm. And that, my friends, unfortunately, is no joke. As I was walking, here's an example. As I was walking into my back door very carefully the other day, because I had been injured in my neck multiple times at this point, and I knew I had to go to Idaho, and I had just gotten hurt. My beautiful niece, Ella, was in the kitchen and watched me go right down the middle with plenty of room. I'm a tiny person. I'm a pretty tiny person. And I had plenty of room on each side in the doorway when suddenly, boom, I don't want to do it because I'll hurt my neck doing that. It was as if somebody pushed me to the right, directly into the edge of the doorway, and it gave me whiplash, and it actually gashed my shoulder open. Yeah, but that is when Ella said, Auntie, I saw that. That was weird. You were going straight forward, and you were talking to me like, yeah, and then all of a sudden, it was like somebody side-blinded you, like came and hit you like a football player, and just pushed you. I said yes. And that is exactly what spiritual attack can be. As soon as you guys start seeing things for what it is in the spirit realm, and not just, oops, a coincidence, oops, I'm clumsy. You've got to understand and put on the lenses that will let you see things the way that they really are in our reality, in a reality that is a realm that is intermixed with other realms, the spirit realm, other dimensions. Anyways, long story short, guys, I love how God works, because I was unable to write my speech for this thing yesterday, and I had to speak for 30 minutes. Oh, I was so worried I wouldn't be able to, but then, I don't know how. God gave me the words, and I actually spoke for over an hour. Actually, they wanted me to speak for 45 minutes, but I did. I went on for over an hour. And you guys, that is the most beautiful thing, because I had no idea where I was going to go. And then God took it, and we started to talk about the spirit realm and demonic entities. And unfortunately, how in this area I could sense tangibly, a blanket of demonic activity over the valley. And as I began to explain to people, if you could see what I have seen the majority of my life, you would understand. First of all, this isn't in some comic book, some fairy tale. No, what I have seen in the spirit realm, it is very real. And it is very, very, Jeepers Creepers. That is the one movie that has come closest to what I've actually seen in the spirit. And that's just one of the things I've seen. Not the movies, but the creatures, the demons. I have seen them piggyback right on people with their arms around their neck. I have seen them literally breathing on people's cheeks with their nose pressed up against it, and the person's completely unaware. You guys, I've seen things I wish I'd never seen. But I understand now why it was vital for me to see this my whole life, for it to become second nature for me, so it wouldn't scare me. So I could help you guys better understand what it is that unfortunately very quickly, I do believe an entire world might begin to start to see. In the Bible, God even explains, He will remove the veil. The veil is slipping. The veil is coming undone. And people are starting to see the truths in the spirit realm that are right along us, intermingled with us, face to face with us, and many times whispering in our ears, controlling people. Now, I love how God works. When I was speaking yesterday, I don't even know where this came from. And I said, raise your hand if you feel like you have or could even be influenced or used as a tool by a demon. You know, let's say one's whispering in your ear saying, hey, tell that stranger this, and this. You know, like let's say a hurtful comment on social media or relentless badgering and bullying. Not many people raise their hands. But my friends, ask yourself, do you think you could be used as a tool by a demon like that? And most people, because of our pride, because of even our faith in God, think, no, there's no way. I'm in control of me. I'm in control of what I think and say and how I treat others. My friends, even myself, who has seen into the spirit realm my entire life, and I know how it works. Just even yesterday in my hotel room as I was getting ready, I had to step back and think to myself, wait, is this me? Or is this a reaction that something else is trying to get me to give to my husband? The quicker you realize the most truest words in the Bible is, we do not wrestle against flesh and blood. Blood, that's it, blood. We do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against powers, principalities, and rulers of this world. And I want you to do me a favor. Find an old Bible. Find an old Bible, because you know what? Just like in a lot of ways and cases, that scripture, well, it has been altered. And the ending of it has been removed. And it is something around the lines of, and the governors of this. It's something about the politicians. Okay? That has been removed. I will do a little finding for that and share that later, but trust me, the ending of that very important scripture, it's been gone. And it basically just tells us all of those things, those people, the rulers of our governments. Guys, it is important, vital important that you understand the spirit realm is not just demons like you see on Jeepers Creepers. Oh no. It is vital you understand the fallen angels. They intermingled with other beasts. The book of Enoch will explain, and this is why they removed it, that after sinning with mortal women, the fallen angels figured, with women we make 450 feet tall giants as children. I wonder what else we could create. What else could we with? And they sinned against the beasts and the fish and the fowl of the earth as well. Enter, my beautiful friends, things like reptilians, greys, aliens. Kind of look a lot like insects, right? Once you start to think about all the cryptids that we have been told are, those are just fairy tales, those are just lies, and you start to think, Bigfoot, Now you might want to think that that might be a gorilla or something. No. Maybe more like a bear, like its cousin, the Yeti, like a polar bear. These are interdimensional cryptids, interdimensional beings that have been mixed with fallen angels and the beasts, the animals, and the fowls of our earth. And those things that they tell you only go bump in the night that don't really exist, they do. And they're interdimensional beings. That is why you can't really exactly pinpoint where they are all the time. And we only have random sightings and spottings, like aliens and Bigfoot and reptilians, shapeshifters. And I think you're going to start to understand and going to start to see that the reptilians, they're the ones you need to worry about. Because those, my friends, are the rulers of this world today. They're the ones playing the game. The chess pieces move because of them. And Trump, take a step back, get past your rage, get past your anger because somebody told you orange man is bad. And notice one thing. He might be a lot of things. He might be a lot of bad things. But he's not a reptilian. He's not one of them. And once you can see things that way and that clear, you're going to understand why these people on that side don't want him. And they'll do anything in their power to keep him out of that White House because he doesn't play for that team. And I know by now you've seen the video of Nancy Pelosi and what she said. Ask me if when I saw it, I had a shocked face. No, not at all. Because her and her buddy Hillary, all of them, I'm not even going to say anymore. Let's just say they all have that one thing in common. We do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against powers and principalities and the world rulers. And not all demons look the same. I love you so big. This is a spiritual war. Armor up. Because my friends, you have no idea what we're really up against. But at the same time, we've got him. We have nothing. No reason to fear. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. But you must first know who you're battling, who the enemy is, for you to ever stand a chance to ever win. Start seeing things for what it really is. It is not what is going on between you and that person on TikTok. It is not going on between that person at that podium or that. No. See the demon behind that person. See the demon within them. We do not wrestle with flesh and blood, but against powers and principalities. And the truth, my beautiful friends, is far stranger than fiction. And if you ask me, their scales are starting to show.